So, I'm sorry your kids got shot. I was watching that. I started figuring it out. What did I tell you these people that rape me and come try to kill me are? They're dark. They don't have a tan. They're from another country. They fell out here. They need to get the fuck off my land. And what you guys said, you didn't know who was doing the shooting. There were people you didn't recognize and they were dark. Okay, well, the Italians work with these Latin blacks that we're having a problem with too. And I told you that there's black people here that patronize our black people, and they're also doing it to Africans, and they've been a problem for us before in the Caribbean because they feel entitled to take over land that's not theirs. And, for the most part, if you leave me the fuck alone, I'm going to leave you the fuck alone. But the Caribbean and anywhere in America is going to come to Native Americans first and foremost. Africa is a huge continent. Africa has a lot of tribes. I have absolute respect for Africa, so I don't go over there and start trying to own them. Instead, I say, hey, what do you guys want to work out with trades? Can you help me with these black people here? Because we got these ones who think they're land. And they work with these mafias and cartels, and then they join gangs. And they do a really fucked up thing here called organized crime. And then we have, like, these women and children, who are coming through those situations and who are getting raped. So, like, if you see rape statistics, for the most part, white people rape within their own family members and black people rape other black people. So, like, there's different types of black people. It's really disturbing, but those are the statistics, and so, like, culturally, people say, like, in my culture, we're not very affectionate. It's because we have really good boundaries, and you guys don't, and that's why you start to grope little kids, because you're perverts, and there was a case here where the mother's daughter got raped outside in her yard, and she kept the baby. She was like 12 or 13 years old, and she had her having the baby. The only good thing that's going to come from that is, there's a lot of trauma, but now we got the DNA, so we can figure out what kind of a black man that was that raped her. And so the Airbnb shooting, I'm going to think it's that group, the Latins, that are doing that, because those were good kids who didn't deserve to die. And they were set up, and the Italian mafia, Joe Desqual, was sitting there watching with his clan member friends that we know are notoriously racist here. Okay, I'm really sorry, that's why I'm telling you the truth. Oh, and they do tons of equity theft. Millions.